Okay. So it's been a while. Not that long of a while, but, you know, a little bit of a while. And here we are again. And this time we're not fucking this up, because I am not fighting this motherfucker another goddamn time. Until Shadow Storm. Well, I'll do the same goddamn thing again. But we're not talking about that yet, because I don't even want to think about that right now. What I do want to think about is beating this guy. And the plan right now is, first of all, to convince my dog to stop chewing her squeaky toy. Because that is going to distract the crap out of everybody. Follow up. What we're going to do is actually not attempt to beat him any faster than normal. We're just going to chill and take our time. And pretend like, god damn it, just shut up, Tails. And pretend like this isn't the most tedious fight ever. And I have a few things to report according to the comments. First of all, the way to actually get the S rank on this stupid fight does sort of involve what I was doing. But it also involves an item you can get in the game that I forgot about, which will slow time. And apparently you have to abuse the crap out of that. And, it's even with it, apparently this is still extremely hard to S rank. And the fact that anyone bothered to do it, impresses me because, good God. But then again, I am the same guy who has played through this game. How many times now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is this 6? Is this 6 times now? Because, wow. Also, Maggie, stop squeaking the toy. It is hideously unprofessional. Oh, hello. Okay, now she's coming to see me. Hi! Okay, you can't see the dog that I'm talking to. Don't you dare. Anyway. Maggie, I'm trying to beat a Bliss, and you're distracting. Anyway, trying to discuss what I'm trying to talk about without my German Shepherd getting in the way. Yeah, what the hell was I saying? Right, someone asked me, I believe in the last part, I think it was the last part, I mentioned how much I absolutely hate both His World and All Hail Shadow. And someone asked me, well, which versions of those songs? You know, because there's multiple versions. There's, you know, one by, for His World is one by Crush 40, I think, one by Zebrahead. It's like, well, which versions do you hate? I hate all of them. Because the song is just bad. Same goes for All Hail Shadow. They're just bad songs. Like, it doesn't matter what version I'm listening to. The song is bad. As simple as that. It just is. I just don't like it. You know, if you think it's good, well, good for you. Have fun with that there, Chief. But not for me. Not for me whatsoever. Sorry if it feels like I'm rambling and getting distracted, but I don't think you understand how fucking boring this fight is. Like, it's actually a little hard to not notice my dog bothering me, because, like, what else am I doing except just jumping around on fucking lava rocks? Like, that's all I'm doing. As long as you keep moving, it can't really hit you. And I guess I could stand still, but, like, I might as well just keep moving around. And just wait for it to do its fucking dance. Like, this is the most tedious fight in the game by far, unless you're trying to do something ridiculous. And I'm not trying to do something ridiculous, because I actually don't want to lose this time, because ain't nobody got time for this, okay? I already had to waste. Great, wonderful, because I was really using that right now. I don't know why you did that. Because I do have an internet connection still up, so it's not like, I don't know, my Xbox 360 does that sometimes. Alright, it's because I keep it on the floor now, so it's kind of in a bad spot to get a connection, which is whatever, because I don't play online on 360 anymore. Hello, Maggie. You did not just do that. Oh my god, okay. Jesus Christ. So, you're gonna love this. What happened is that when my dog barked, I looked over, and I completely missed my mark on the jump. That was weird. That is what happened. My dog tried to kill me, and I just noticed that if you miss, these don't go away when he calls them down. So I guess they thought of, like, not wasting your time, which is nice. I appreciate that, but because So anyway, you may have heard the sound of a door closing. That is me getting rid of the fucking squeaky toy. This is ridiculous. And I'd redo this part if not for two things. A, I know plenty of you are going to find that whole thing hilarious anyway. So I might as well leave it in purely because I know some of you will laugh. The second reason is that I am not doing this fight again. I do not care how ridiculously unprofessional it is to leave that kind of noise in the background of a Let's Play. It does not matter. I am not doing this another time. God damn it. It is not happening. So, you know, just deal with it. And I believe this is the bit where he charges in, isn't it? He doesn't jump, he charges. So I gotta jump back. Yeah, right. And there he is. And, where did... Yeah, okay, whatever, Knuckles. Oh, thank Christ, it's over. Okay, good. We did that. Yeah, wonderful. He's not even really dead, but, like, you can't kill him. It's not possible. Squeak, squeak. Ugh. This is what this episode is going to be called. Squeak. Because the first fucking quarter of it is nothing but squeaky toy noises. It's terrible, isn't it? Jesus Christ. To be fair, I actually thought it was going to wind up being a D. But you have to be really terrible to get a D. In fact, I'm not really sure it's... Unless you take an extraordinarily long time, I'm pretty sure with the sole exception of one mission, it's basically impossible to get anything less than a C. Just because getting a D is just so unspeakably abysmal, you almost have to try to do that. There's two missions where it's actually very easy to get a D, but those are exceptions and not the rule. You know, seriously, how did Shadow know that this would even work?
Chaos control.
Because, like, well, since when has that been a thing? And, okay, so you open a rift in time, but how do you know where it's going? You do not. Oh, something's back there. I gotta do something epic, but you won't see it unless you play my part of the story. Maria. Right, anyway. But, like, as I was saying, like, how do you know where the wormhole is going, you know? Or the space-time rift, or whatever it's called. I don't care. The point is that... Well, you're back.
You made it back in one piece.
Great.
Where did Shadow and Rouge go? Did they appear someplace else?
Why would they do that?
Those take care of themselves.
Can they? They were pretty screwed if you hadn't showed up in the future. Daily Soriana. Daily Soriana. I was informed when I put that in my review that is a localization issue because, you know, Japanese, I guess. Collect information about... What? From who? I don't understand. Okay, you know who has her. Just go get her back. Like, who the fuck am I going to talk to about this? Like, excuse me, do you know where Elise is? Oh, she's been kidnapped by Dr. Robotnik. That bastard. No, you already knew that. Like, who the fuck does anything else? And if they know anything else beyond that, how would they? This is imperative to my reasoning here. Christ almighty. Okay. Now, I gotta talk to people. Eggman got on a train. Why would he ever do that? Okay, well, now I thought that might be the case. This is... You have to go to Radical Train. Which is wonderful. Also, that frame skip is the game. It's not my recording, in case you were wondering about that. There's a little bit of lag going on in the game for some reason. Anyway, as I'm trying to say... I gotta go to Radical Train, but I forget where it is. And I think, actually, I have to buy something, don't I? Light dash... Include the two channel. I thought I already bought that, didn't I? Yeah, I already bought that. Oh, bounce bracelet, right, okay. I don't know why it's a list of stuff you already bought when you already have it. Like, it's not like you get anything better from having a light chip. That's why I was confused. I was like, wait, don't I already have that? I do! So why is it still listed if you can't get any more? Like, it doesn't make any sense. Alright, well, I need the bounce brace to get into Radical Train. So I'll just get it now, and not waste any more time. I thought that might be the case. Of course, now I gotta remember where the fuck it is. I don't recall. Is it down here? Yes, it is. Excellent. And, right, you can't get past the guards, so you have to jump up here and use the bounce and miss completely because you're awesome. And, yeah, thanks for the transition there, game. Did you know that people in the city of Soliana board their train by jumping through a magic mirror? That is, in fact, a thing that they do in Soliana. Magical mirror warp technology is very common in that region. This is a completely normal thing. Okay, and really now, why does Eggman have a train? What for? Like, I don't understand why he would have a train. He has a floating battle station. Like, a train is so much more impractical than that for his purposes. Because a train has to follow a track, which he doesn't own. It's presumably owned by, you know, the city, or whatever company runs the rails around here. So he has to steal, you know, the track, and wow, I managed to do a complete circle around the switch without actually hitting the switch. And now everyone's dead because this game controls terribly. Right, what I was trying to say is that I don't understand why Eggman's on a fucking train. Because there would be no reason for him to do that. It's hideously impractical. It's really obvious because you're using the rails that are otherwise used for your public transit. You know, you risk an accident that way. Like, there's just no reason why he would be using a train. Ever. Let's actually hit the fucking switch this time. There we go. It's a good thing he put the disarm switch right there. Otherwise, they'd be screwed. This level sucks, by the way. Beyond the fact it doesn't make sense, it's just really dull and annoying. And there's freaking physics puzzles, but not really. Like, it just feels like the most filler level out of all of them. Especially when you consider how stupid it's... Really, it could very well contain selection. You don't fucking say, Sonic. Good fucking job. The bounce up there, I believe. The machine guns everywhere. You ever run around and start talking to yourself? Like, oh, I better hurry. Like, who says that to themselves? Don't worry, Sonic does. Yeah, I gotta find it before... Oh, God. There it is. Okay. Yeah, it's usually right next to the fucking track. It also helps that as long as something stupid doesn't happen, this level isn't very hard at all. I guess I shouldn't bitch too much because I would also argue this is probably one of the more faster paced levels. Like, you really have to keep moving, so it's the only level with any real sense of speed. Which you'd think would be, like, a common thing in a Sonic game, but it's not in this particular game. But in this level, it feels a little hectic because you have to, like, consistently try to move. And, fucking... try to move! And, you know, you constantly feel like you're lagging behind, which is, I guess, a nice feeling. Well, then they're gonna die. I can't... Yeah, like, the fuck? Damn it. Yeah, I was nowhere... Not even remotely there soon enough for us to be able to do anything about that. Like, Sonic can't destroy enemies as fast as Shadow can. Or Silver, for that matter. But really, in this game in particular, what does Sonic have over the other two characters? Because Shadow has basically the same exact abilities as him, except he has a melee move. So what does Sonic do that Shadow doesn't? And I'm thinking about it, and I don't think he does anything that Shadow does. The only thing... No, he has one thing. He has those speed sections. Which doesn't really mean anything to me on the basis that, A, they suck. But the bigger issue I have is that Shadow, Silver isn't, but Shadow is more than capable of doing those speed sections if he really wanted to. He doesn't, but he could. You know, he is plenty fast enough. He and Sonic can keep up with each other. So, what does Sonic have over the other? Like for a game that's named after him, you'd think he'd be the main focus, but he's really not. This is and people pointed this out, and you're right. Like Sonic just gets the shaft in this game. It doesn't make any sense. It should be about him, and it's just not. Like none of this is really about him. And I've heard the argument that a lot of the other games did that. Like SA2 was really mostly about Shadow, and that's true. But at least Sonic was still, you know, integral to the plot and did something. And great, I missed the jump there. Wow, I just fell into the sky that was in the ground. Yeah, figure that one out. Actually, remembering it now, this is probably, I would argue this is actually the most difficult mock stage. Just because of all the shit you have to jump over. Sonic, at least before it was actually fun. Oh, God, what the f... Ah!
Is Elise on board?
Why would she be? That would be dumb of him to do. Also, a follow-up question. Why does Eggman's train start spontaneously combusting? This is never explained.
I'm almost there. Elise.
Like when it happens, when Shadow does this particular bit in his freaking... Oh, I won by dying. Okay. Whatever. Right, well, I was trying to say, when Shadow does it, he's shooting at the train, so it makes sense that it explodes, but here, it's just... Sorry, I'm still stuck on running into that wall, and not die, and I won. I feel like I knew that from last time I played this game. Like, I feel like I've seen that particular bug before, but it happening again, it just makes me feel like I block these things out, is what I'm trying to say. Because the human mind can only stomach so much.
I knew it. I knew you'd return. You had to.
Why were you on the train? And I am here to save the future!
The ageless trigger must die.
For the future! It's no use!
So how was your little walk?
Yeah, I kind of figured that would happen. Bye, Elise.
Elise. It's time to end this.
Oh, Shadow, you have convenient timing.
Why are you getting in my way?
And when did you get a mouth? And get red stripes? To be continued. I just hate Silver so fucking much. He's just the worst. God damn it. Why would you let her out of the arms? Because you had her, like... Well, that's unreasonable.
So what are you going to do, Princess?
Jump.
Do you plan to jump?
Yes! That is literally what's happening. Yeah, it's almost like she didn't specifically tell you she was gonna... It's a good thing he was there.
You won't get away that easily.
Yeah, probably not. She's failed at it like 3 times by now. I mean... I'd be surprised if it didn't capture her again at this point. He's actually very good at this whole capturing the princess thing. He puts Bowser to shame at this point. Egg Genesis. And I've heard people mention, do you think this boss was named after the Sega Genesis? And I personally hope not. Because that would be an insult to an otherwise great console. Because this boss sucks. Although I will say, from a visual standpoint, I think the boss looks really nice because the textures on it are very detailed. And you'll probably notice that in this video. I actually really like that about it. Like, the mechanized workings look really good. Like, especially back when the game was made. The boss fight itself is complete garbage, though, as you might expect. But once again, it's very tedious. You have to wait for it to drop, and then you have to use the homing attack, and you have to use the bounce for this particular mission, or boss fight. And I guess it's not as bad as some of the others. It does require to do things. It's interesting to be able to climb on top of the boss because it's so big. Like, it's not often, especially in 3D Sonic games, for Sonic to be pitted against something so completely gargantuan. Because it is a really big boss when you think about it. And actually, there's a very good sense of scale in this boss fight now that I think about it. God, am I complimenting this game? Is that happening right now? I usually don't do that, like, ever. But, like, it must be said... Sorry, with my phone going off. It must be said... That, oh, God, I almost faced through the... You know, I was trying to be nice to you, game, and you just... Every time I go and try to think of something nice to say about you, you wind up disappointing me again. So, I don't know why I bother. You think, you know, how long has it been? 9 years later? And I might think to stop doing that, but I keep trying. God, it's been 9 years. Oh, Jesus, dancing Christ. I am getting so old. Good Lord. You know, it's funny. I should mention this. My first review... did I seriously do that again? God damn it! My first review of this game, way back in 07, was not my first review of this game. My first review was a text review done on written on an internet forum. That was in 06, right after the game's launch, because that was before I was on YouTube. So, fun fact is that I have not reviewed this game 4 times. I have reviewed it 5 times. And Let's Played it twice. I think I have a problem, you guys. Anyway, my problem is that this boss is still alive. This is taking longer than it should because I fell through him twice. The issue is that I keep going to the side when I shouldn't. But it's hard to see it there because the camera doesn't pan properly. It's a good thing you can aim where I'm going to be and not where I am. You'd think Eggman would be really good at that particular technique by now. Because he fights Sonic. And Sonic is like the best at, you know, running around the speed of sound. Got places to go, gotta follow my rainbow. You know, if it can drop its head to where I can't hit it, then why would it ever pop its head up? You might say, oh, so it can see. See what? Don't put the sensors in an obvious weak spot on a head. Like, it's a robot. It doesn't necessarily need to have a head in the traditional sense. You know what I mean? Also, it's never established. Is Eggman? I don't think he is. Is he inside controlling that thing? I don't think so. I know he wasn't inside Egg Cerberus. So I don't think he's inside this one either. Which I guess would make this one of the largest AI robots Eggman has ever produced. God, I'm such a nerd about this. Alright, now I gotta run.
Sonic,
Again.
look out! The fortress is crashing!
So just run away. Well, that was an epic finale. Minor puff of fire. Yeah, that took way too long. I know, I did terrible. Yeah, I did terrible.
No problem.
I missed hits on it twice, so I got really delayed there. It's whatever. I don't know why they even included town missions. You don't need to do them to have enough rings to get the items you need. Like, every time you need to buy a new item to have a new ability to progress, it's not like you don't have enough rings. I feel like even doing getting D ranks, you still have enough goddamn rings. Like that's not expensive. The only things you would have to really grind for are the really optional stuff, like the teleport stone, or the mini one that makes you freaking jump forever. That's broken as shit, which I will probably abuse later once I can afford it, right before the final level.
That was a gutsy move back there.
You tried to kill yourself.
I was desperate and,
That's not gutsy.
to get away.
That's suicide.
I owe you a lot, Sonic.
This dialogue's terrible.
Sonic,
I'll head into the jungle.
okay?
Without her? Who the fuck wrote that line and thought it was alright? That makes no sense. Yeah, I'll go into the jungle. Okay. He says nothing about bringing you along. You just kind of invited yourself, you bitch. God damn it. Obviously, he meant he was going to leave you for the robot. No, not really. But I mean, you know what I mean? Like, that dialogue was like, oh, Jesus Christ. Escape into the jungle. I don't want to escape into the jungle. Well, at least they were nice at this bit and actually put the level right there. Did you know you can walk on water with this weird shield thing they do? I don't know how that makes any sense at all, by the way. Mostly because it doesn't. Oh yeah, I actually beat 2 bosses and did a level this time, so I really don't need to be playing this. And by I don't need to be playing this, I mean I'm not going to play it. I just wanted to show you getting to it. And fun fact, again, this is the only level in the game that is unique. In that Sonic, nobody else does this particular level. Shadow and Silver do not do this part of the jungle, so Sonic's the only one who does it. So this is the only level you're ever going to see on the next episode that no one else will do. So be ready for that. And don't worry, it's terrible. So you're not missing much. Till next time, this is Darkness, the Individual Fond, farewell.